Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel, Milko here. And yes, the usual lateness from me, but nevertheless, this is the top 10 Omni units for October 2017 for Brave Frontier Global. And since on October last month, we got a lot of new addition of a lot of OP units for us here only on Global. So yes, we got a lot of changes here on our top 10 list. So without further ado, let's start with our number 10. Okay, at our number 10 here, we got finally, I think, one of the most awaited units here on Brave Frontier, which is Gratis. Yes, he finally got his Omni evolution, and you know what? He does not really require you to beat a trial to just get. So it's only, you only need to get to Hunter rank. I think it was around 90. And bam, you suddenly got him. And on his Omni form, yes, he's not the old unit, but a entirely new unit that we got from Frontier Hunter. He suddenly got so much younger than his previous version. And boy, this is a free unit, and he also got a really nasty leader skill. If you enhance his leader skill, you will get an 80% boost to all parameters. That's really huge. Plus the usual light and dark elements damage reduction, a lot of BB management skills, status ailments and cure, a really useful UBB, so mitigation plus full BB gauge plus full HP bar. And one thing that I really like about this guy is that he's actually a free, very useful free unit. Well, maybe for new players, he's not really that easy to get because you have to climb on all those Frontier Hunter ranks. But for players who already played this for a few months, I think it's really achievable. And yes, that is all about Gratis for now. Now let's move up to our number 9. Okay, at our number 9 here, we still have one of our favorite Frontier Hunter unit, which is Arthur. And I don't really have to explain why he's so good. I think he is still one of the must-bring unit on Frontier Hunter up until today. So all the needed buffs for damage, double UBB and SBB and BB, 6 elemental buffs. Yes, the only sad thing about this guy is that he's limited, and so far his gate is not opened. No, I think he's open actually, but there's no rate up for this guy inside the summon gate for world summon. So if you want to still get this guy, you can actually try to summon on that gate. But yes, this guy is one of the best unit to bring for Frontier Hunter. And now I think that's enough about Arthur. Now let's move up to our number 8. Alright, at our number 8 here, we have one of the most favorite unit from Fire Vortex Arena, which is Blaze. Yes, this guy might be the first one to be introduced for the Vortex Arena, but this guy is really useful for everything. So trials, normal quests, everything, arenas, especially Colosseum. But for Frontier Hunter, if you have more than one of this guy and you bring a mono fire squad for Frontier Hunter, yes, this guy will be the main source of damage for you guys. Mainly because of the triple SBB AOE. And he also brings a lot of good buffs, which is the attack, defense, recovery, plus the critical buff, critical damage buff, and everything else. And also on his Omni form here, Blaze actually looks so much badass than his previous form. Again, the sad thing about this guy is one thing: limited time only units. And yep, so far I haven't seen any return for him on the summon gate. So, well, maybe if you still don't have this guy, probably in the near future that his gate will be reopened again, you can try to get this guy, because this guy is really good. You won't really be disappointed in having him, especially for trials. He's so useful. Well, not just trials, everything. And I think that's enough about Blaze. Now let's move on to our number 7. Okay, at our number 7 here, we have the new limited time only newcomer, which is Beatrix. Yes, I had a hard time on trying to get this Beatrix, but finally I got her. And yeah, this Beatrix chick is actually the new Fina or Dizzy for Frontier Hunter because of the non-attacking Brave Burst, plus the Brave Burst will fill your OD gauge, BB gauge when attacked, and also instant BB fill. Maybe she's lacking only one thing, which is the status ailments negation or heals. Unlike Fina, Fina had those and it make things much easier and safer. But by bringing Fina, you won't actually deal that damage you need. This one will deal and help the whole squad on getting the damage you want in Frontier Hunter. Especially for the UBB, because the UBB has all the same things that Arthur has minus the 6 elemental buff, but that doesn't really matter much now because if you bring a mono squad for your Frontier Hunter, you will only need to aim for at least 1 element and that will give you the points that you need for Frontier Hunter. So the 6 elemental buff is not actually needed anymore. But yeah, the UBB here has one of the most needed thing to score on Frontier Hunter, which is the double activation for BB, SBB, and UBB. And by bringing Beatrix here, you will easily score more than 1 billion points on every run on middle with like really effortless effort. Before Beatrix, I think every run that I do for Frontier Hunter, which is the one that I use a mono fire, one run will take me about 20 to 30 minutes to complete. But with this, usually around 7 to 10 minutes, and yep, we got the same score. So yes, I really do like this new addition of unit for global this time. Beatrix is really good. And that is enough about Beatrix. Now let's move up to our number 6. At our number 6 here we have a guy who has been so useful for a long time, and since he is a really old unit that is still useful up until now, I still have to put this guy on the list. This guy is Rize, and I really do think in the end, because this guy is the older unit in the batch, I think this guy is actually much more useful than Divine Dragon. And Divine Dragon, a lot of people actually think he looks too huge and too ugly. I think many people will still choose Rize over Divine Dragon. As for his skill sets, I don't really have to explain, you all know. This guy actually has the same skill sets, almost the same skill sets with Divine Dragon. And this guy is really useful because of the leader skill, which is all elements damage reduction and boost to all parameters. Well, he also has a lot of good tools on the leader skill, but for every time you see this guy being used, it's always about the damage reduction. So leader skill here for him is really good, and you can tailor this guy to whatever you need from the enhancements. This guy is really useful. And maybe that's enough about Rize. Let's move up to our number 5. Okay, at our number 5 here we have the previous best free unit according to me, which is Ezra. Yes, she has to go down for this month because we really do have a lot of new, better, and much OP'er addition of units. As for the skill sets that Ezra has here, mostly what she has is actually a lot of selfish buffs, but if you combine everything and stack the buffs on her plus her own buffs, she will deal lots of damage. And especially the leader skill, I think what she has is the best one so far. So breaking attack limit to 130k for the whole squad plus a 100% boost to all parameters. That is the highest in game currently, and I still think it's the best. However, one limitation that she has is that you have to have a 5 elements unit squad in your squad. Blah blah blah, that's wrong. I mean, you have to have 5 elements in your squad. But other than that, I still think that Ezra is a really good unit for global, and especially that she is ultimately a free unit. And the trial's not so hard, so yes, this chick is actually really easy to get. And I think that's enough about Ezra. Now let's move up to our number 4. Okay, at our number 4 here, we have one of the best guild raid unit ever introduced, which is Raphy. Yes, maybe not many have her, but still, for everything that you do up until last month, I think by bringing Raphy here, you can clear almost anything easily. Yep, you don't really have to have her, you just need to have a friend that have her. Because her skill sets are so OP, you can do a double action per turn. So you can spam all that BBS, BB or normal attacks, whatever you need from this chick. I think I can say that Raphy here is also one of the best free unit ever made. However, maybe not all of you guys are lucky enough to get her like me. But yeah, up until last month, I think by bringing Raphy or maybe other units like Safia, Camilla, you can nuke down everything. But after the last introduced trial, you can't do that anymore on only the newer contents. And maybe that's enough about Raphy. Now let's move up to our number 3. Okay, this number 3, I think everybody almost kind of like or hate this guy. This guy is Shion. And through our newest, latest campaign, we got a new skin for this guy, which make this guy even much more badass looking. And I like the new look. Yes, this guy is really useful for everything. Trials, quests, Colosseum, arenas, everything that you do. Anything that you want to do in this game. This guy's just so good. Maybe on the outside, he looked just like a plain guy with some really useful buff. But if you try to use this guy's so good. Maybe the buffs on the BBS, BB is just a bit of on the plain side, but if you combine everything, especially the UBB, this guy's just so good. I mean, where else can you find a UBB that boosts a lot of damage plus toughness and mitigation and everything that you want in just one single unit? Yep, this guy has it. And I guess really still one of the best, the most wanted unit for the next unit of choice campaign that we have here in Global. And please remind me, I have to make a guide for you guys really soon. But still, yeah, every time I think about Shion, he's one of the best unit ever made for Brave Frontier. So if you guys have him or you don't have him, worry not. And I guess that's enough about Shion. Now let's move up to our number 2. Yep, at our number 2 here we have one of the most OP global only unit, which is Erza Scarlet. Yep, one of the newest unit from the latest collaboration, which is Fairy Tail and Brave Frontier. Here we have Erza Scarlet, the best, most OPest mitigator in this game. So OP. Of course, the leader skill is limited to a mono thunder squad. But from the extra skill, you will get that 15% damage reduction for all your squad. And also that 25% damage reduction from thunder and water types. Attack defense recovery buff. Critical hit rate. Critical and elemental damage negation. Defense boost. Evasion buff for 2 turns. Spark damage reduction. 2-turn mitigation plus a taunt for 2 turns if you enhance it. Most OP thing is the taunt and mitigation. That's crazy. Also a really useful UBB, which is elemental damage reduction for 100 turns. I mean 100% for 3 turns. She also has a attack limit to 130k, so she can still deal a lot of damage. Plus a 2 times Angel Idol effect. From all that I just said, I think if you guys say that this Erza is not OP, I think just so OP. However, yes, limited time only. I'm really sad about being limited on units here. But if you guys are lucky enough on the previous collaboration and summoned for her and actually got her, wow, I think you guys are gonna be extremely happy. Because yes, This is one of the best mitigator ever made and very OP at whatever she does. And yes, that's all about Erza. And now, before we go into our number 1, here is the usual honorable mention list. And okay, now are you guys ready for our number 1? Yep, I think you guys all guessed it. Our number 1 for October 2017 is Alza Masta. And I really do think this is the best unit ever made for Brave Frontier on the whole Brave Frontier career. First of all, free unit. Yes, I know, he's free, but really hard to get, so maybe that doesn't really count, but still, in the end, he's free. Okay, leader skill, 80% boost to all parameters, 15% damage reduction from all elements, slight damage reduction for 2 turns when you receive a certain amount of damage, and negates all status ailments on the leader skill as well. So yes, the whole set is crazy. And on his extra skill, he has already the break attack limit to 150k. However, the rest of what he has on the extra skill is just for him, so I'm not going to mention that one. On the Brave Burst, attack boost from defense, defense boost from attack, BB gauge fill for 3 turns, another slight damage reduction from all elements, 10% on this one. On the Super Brave Burst, he has AoE plus a random attack, a probable attack and defense reduction, spark vulnerability debuff, slight elemental damage vulnerability as well, and then again this slight damage reduction from all elements. UBB has a lot of hits, which is 40 plus a random attack, and again it will also inflict critical and elemental vulnerability for 2 turns. Adds a really high, which is 80% chance on Angel Idol for your whole squad, plus a 100% damage reduction from all elements for 3 turns. Still not crazy enough? Let's take a look at the enhancements. You can still add 5% more on the damage reduction from all elements from his BB and SBB. You can also add a attack defense recovery buff for all elements if you raise both of the enhancements, so it will stack with the normal attack defense buff plus the converted attack to defense or defense to attack plus this one, so you're gonna have a lot of status up. Spark damage will boost BB gauge, damage taken will boost BB gauge, HP drain and HP return when attacked, status cure on BB and SBB, plus a status ailments infliction on the enemy. Really useful as a free unit. I really had a hard time on putting this guy or Erza at the top, but since I think Alza Masta here is a free unit, I think he will rate higher than Erza in the end. So sorry about that, guys. Erza is a limited time only unit and it costs a lot to summon if you're unlucky. This one, if you try hard enough, I think you will still get this guy. And if you bring this guy, he's gonna be really useful on a lot of things. So I guess that is all on our top 10 Omni units for October 2017. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys are entertained with it. Don't forget to press that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, so I play Brave Frontier and also some other games that I like, please also press that subscribe button right now. And I guess that's all, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next chance, maybe tomorrow or the next day after that. But for now, I guess that's all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.